Welcome to today's episode of our podcast. We are going to be chatting with Alara and Zane, and we are going to be diving into all the unforgettable moments from their wedding day and gaining some insight about what they've discovered since planning their own wedding. So guys, you have literally just stepped out of the cinema. You've just seen all your photos for the very first time. I guess maybe before we start, tell me a little bit about your day. What did you do on your wedding day? What did you have planned?
I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I'm normally not a great sleeper, but like this time I don't know. In a way, it was good because I usually sleep through all my alarms, but because I was so excited, I just shot right up and I'm like, it's my day. And it was good. Everything was really well paced, I would say. Like I didn't want to feel like I had to rush here and there. Yep. So that was really relieving on the day.
Woke up, played some chess in the morning.
You did?
Yeah.
I love the contrast from the girls' day to the boys' day. Yeah. The girls is like 5 a.m, wake up, so much to do. The boys are like, again.
Yeah,
chess.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of woke up and forgot I was getting married that day.
Stop it.
So I was like relaxing in bed for 5 minutes and then I was like, oh, wait, I need to get ready. And then when I got up, I was like, I got plenty of time. So I'll just play a bit of chess.
Yeah.
And then, came over, did our little cultural thing and then signed some papers and then went and took some photos.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now tell me, what is your cultural background?
Turkish.
I'm Lebanese.
Excellent. And so how was the running of your day? Because you didn't have a ceremony on your day. Was that right?
Well, we had a legal ceremony.
Yes.
But we didn't have our Islamic ceremony that day. We did that actually like a year and a half prior.
Yep.
Yeah, just to get it out of the way, I guess. But yeah, we did do some other like traditional customs. We had obviously our traditional food. We did... I actually wasn't familiar with this tradition, really. I didn't really know what happens, but I have to have a red ribbon in what I thought was my dad just cuts it off me. But on the day, they're like, no, he's supposed to like wrap it around you 3 times and then tie it. And that was it. I'm like, oh, okay. What else?
That's so interesting. And so learning those traditions, was that something that your parents passed down to you on the day and sort of taught you how to do? Or how did you know what to do?
Well, I've grew up like going to so many weddings already, so I've seen it a bunch of times. I just didn't really clock how it was done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not really something I was taught. It was just something like I just instinctively knew to do, but I didn't know what to do. So, yeah.
When you were choosing a photographer, was selecting someone who had experience with your cultural background an important part of the decision-making process? Or were you sort of just after more along the lines of, look, I want someone who's candid, natural, captures my day and just captures everything as it happens?
More the latter. I just wanted someone that was able to capture the candid moments, fulfill the vision I had. I wasn't worried about the culture aspects coming through because that's us anyway. Like it's going to come through regardless. So I wasn't worried about that.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, I heard you say just then, fulfill the vision of the day.
Yes.
Now, you had some ideas in mind where you wanted to do your location shoot. Where did the inspiration for those come from?
Everything came from Pinterest.
Excellent.
Everything came from, like the flowers, the my dress, my makeup, my nails, shoes, everything was on Pinterest. I have like boards for every little thing. So even the photography, and I really love architectural photography, and he's studying to be an architect, so it just made sense.
Perfect. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And I really liked the flash photography.
Yes.
That is like my favorite. I love
so
seeing
in
those.
right now. Yeah, that's beautiful. And I think because you guys chose the Rocks as your location, how did you come to that? Was that sort of like a discussion with Dean where you sort of brought in some ideas, or did you sort of come straight in with, look, this is where we want to shoot?
Dean definitely helped give us some insight on specific spots that are good for photos like that. But yeah, like Alara was saying earlier, Pinterest, there was already some photos that we found online
that were even
on
at
the rocks.
Yeah.
So yeah. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, Dean just pretty much helped us with that as well.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a clear idea of where I wanted to do things. I just knew the look, and he was able to just be like, yep, I know the perfect location for that.
And that's perfect when you can, like, we actually tell all of our couples to do that, like, to actually screen grab photos of locations and ideas and aesthetic looks that you like, And then sometimes we might go, oh, look, I can see what you're looking for there. You're looking for that flash on camera. You're looking for this look, and we can achieve that in the rocks. Or we can achieve that look on your wedding day, because sometimes the look a couple might go for maybe at sunset, but it might be a January wedding, for example. So sometimes there needs to be a little bit of flexibility. And so that's where we can sort of also be really honest with our couples and say, look, this is what can be achieved on your date with the weather and the timing of your day, and then give ideas on location. So it's great that you can, you know, we were able to trust each other. That's great.
Yeah. That was really good.
Oh, excellent. So was there any moments from the day that you had almost like forgotten about, or that you didn't even know happened, that kind of came back now when you saw the slideshow?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My ring not going on.
Yeah.
So there was a couple photos in there of me struggling with my ring, trying to get it on.
Oh, I love that.
Like right after we signed the papers, he was putting my ring on, which slid on just fine. And then he's got like a size too small, I swear. Like as soon as we got those rings, I'm like, that's a bit tight.
I don't like any jewelry like moving at all.
I'm with you. I actually really understand that.
My watch is super tight, doesn't move.
Yep.
My ring doesn't move.
Yep.
So when I go to get it off, it just does not come off.
It does not come
and
off.
it doesn't go back on either.
Yep.
So
Well, that's it. You're like, you know, you're here together still today. We want that ring to stay
It's
on.
there,
There's no
it's
reason
there.
for it to
That's
come
it.
off.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's true.
That's
fine.
perfect. Oh, that's great. Well, what I thought we might do, actually, I have one more question. What I loved was that you guys brought your parents in with you today. How was it having your family with you and sharing that experience of reliving your wedding day?
It was really good. It was really fun. I think like having the cinema room here is just an opportunity to make it a family experience. So why not? And yeah, it was just an opportunity to have everyone come out and relive the day together again. So.
That's excellent. Because family's a big part of the day.
Yeah.
Did you have any favourite photos from your day that jumped to mind straight away?
Oh, so many. Ooh.
I like the bridge shots under the I forgot what it's called, but at the rocks.
Yes.
Under the
bridge.
Yeah.
Arch.
Oh, yeah, under and Argyle Street.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, very dramatic.
Everyone's.
And I think because as well, that's probably a really great example of where it was still daylight, but we wanted to be able to use flash, so we needed to take you somewhere dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
So by being in that with the bridge over the top, it was like perfect backdrop.
I would say Martin Place, like walking through that little pathway. Those were great. It was amazing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, now, because we love everything candid, natural, and real, I'm going to let you pick out 3 little random questions, and it's a quick draw, and let's see what you get. We'll do one each. That's probably funner. All right.
Okay.
What did you get?
How did you handle any last-minute changes or hiccups?
Ooh, were there any last-minute hiccups?
Palmed it off to the parents.
Love that.
Were there any hiccups?
The drummers. So the drummers were supposed to walk us out of Alara's house, not into Alara's house. So we kind of just went with it. And then on the walkout, we grabbed a Bluetooth speaker and just pumped some drums.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, that's 2 really good pieces of advice there. I think that there are probably multiple times in the day when music is needed. And there are multiple times when something can go wrong. So to actually have a Bluetooth speaker just handy is probably an awesome backup plan. So I actually really like that as a piece of advice. Yeah. And then come the wedding day, you do need to have someone allocated as that person to, okay, an issue's arisen. I can't deal with this today.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, it's yours. Yeah. So having your parents there, and if it's not parents, having someone allocated to be that person that you push stuff onto, essential.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, next question. Top song that went off on the dance floor.
Oh, everyone is going to want to know this.
What do you think?
I want to say the Nutbush.
Really? Yeah. You know what? I was stuck at the photo booth getting photos when they were doing the Nutbush, and I was so devastated because it looked like so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You just have to have the whole wedding again just to hear the Nutbush.
Exactly.
I love it. How old is the Nutbush now? And it's still going.
Oh.
Too old.
Yeah.
It's good, but
it's great. It's great.
What do you think other than that?
I was going to say Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
You've got quite a contrast there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really wide space of music from Kendrick Lamar to the Nutbush.
Very different, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's
something
brilliant.
for everyone. Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's what you need. Like, because you want to have, like, I guess that's it. You've got guests and family. You've got older people. You've got young kids. There's got to be something that appeals to everybody. Excellent. Okay, now is there one piece of advice, just to finish with, one piece of advice that you would give to couples that are on their wedding planning journey at the moment?
I was going to say, like, for the day, get photos at the venue before people arrive.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Because I'm kicking myself that I didn't take him and Dean out to the pier to take photos there, because I didn't step out once during the wedding, and I'm like, the photos on the pier look so good.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so it's fine.
And so we went into the room, but not just outside the room.
Yes.
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 Ah, very cool. So that's interesting. So whereas you thought that you would have time to do that during the night, it just didn't happen?
It didn't happen. Yeah, because you forget that, you're the center of attention, and everyone's pulling you in this many directions.
Yeah, and you won't get any time to yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
Get some time beforehand.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's good advice. Mm-hmm. And I think as well with that too, it's almost like, I know I always say to my couples, the biggest luxury you can have on a wedding day is time. Mm-hmm. So just give yourself more time than you can possibly think you'll need. So I know a lot of couples like to have a short gap between ceremony and reception. Mm-hmm. And I find that it makes it very difficult to get everything in, and there's that sense of urgency and a rush then. But like you said, the more time you've got, the more shots you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Any other advice?
Don't stress. Enjoy it. It flew by, and when the night was over, I was devastated. So, yeah, have fun.
That is good advice. Were there any ways that you tried to savor the moment on the night? Any little things you did?
Just looking back at photos, videos that everyone was sending us. So, yeah.
On the night, though.
On the night?
Yeah, I guess just head empty, look at everyone around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That is really good, because it's nice if you can just try and be in the moment. Yeah. Like you said, put the problems off to a family member, be in the moment, enjoy it, and just have a great time. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming in and sharing all the wisdom that you've now got from planning your own wedding and sort of playing it forward, because now you know what it's like to be a bride.
Yes.
And a groom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
No worries. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you.